Hi, I'm David from Bill Jackson's Shop for Adventure. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things, hammocks. But more importantly, we're going to be talking about hammock accessories. How to make your hammock camping experience even better. First, we're going to talk about suspension today. This is a 1-inch wide polyester nylon strap. This is what you would traditionally use to hang a hammock. I'm going to show you how to hang it real quick. This is how we would normally do it. You'd wrap it around the tree and you would feed it back on itself. Next, I'm going to show you an easier way to do so. So, here we have the same strap, except now I have a load-bearing carabiner. All I'm going to do is through the end of it, clip it through. I'm going to come up to the tree, wrap it around, and clip it back on itself. This makes it so it's easy for me to set up and take down. Next, we're going to talk about ridge lines. Ridge lines are a really nice accessory that you can use to store extra items that you may have, like books, water bottles, any pieces of little gear, eyeglasses, and they pretty much just string right above the hammock, and they're completely movable, and it's just a nice way for you to be able to store some extra stuff. And then down here is another way that you could store items. This is the Eno underbelly. This is a mini hammock that hangs underneath your hammock. Pretty much, if you need to put your boots, your backpack in this instance, or something, and you want it off the ground, but you still want it close to you, this is a great option for you. Next, we're going to talk about bug nets. Obviously, you don't want mosquitoes coming in your hammock and bothering you. So let's see how we set one up. Okay, we just saw how to set up a cocoon-style bug net. What is a cocoon-style bug net? Well, it's a bug net that goes 360 degrees around the hammock. The benefit of this is, in months that you don't need a bug net, you don't have to take it. So in winter months, you can take just the hammock and enjoy fresh air. However, if you want a different option for yourself, over here I have an integrated bug net hammock. An integrated bug net hammock is a hammock with a bug net that's already attached. It's just a zipper in the middle that separates so you can get in and out. Makes setup and tear down really easy. Another mosquito prevention tool that we like to use here at Bill Jackson's is Permethrin Spray from Sawyer brand. Nice part about this is, not only can you coat your hammock with this to deter mosquitoes, you can use your clothes, your pants, your shorts, your socks, your shoes, your hat, absolutely everything. It lasts for about 7 washes. It works even longer with the hammock because you're not washing it regularly. And one last thing about bug protection. Another product that I personally love to use is the Thermacell unit. Pretty much what happens is this gets a little butane pack that goes in the bottom, has a little pad in there that heats up, and it puts out a vapor. It gives you a 15-foot circumference of bug-free heaven. Next, we're going to talk about tarps. Tarps are a nice way for you to protect yourself from the sun and from bad weather. Let's see how we set one of these up. Now we just set up the tarp in a standard mode. Now we're going to set it up in one of my favorite positions. It's called Porch Mode. We're just going to use some simple trekking poles to just prop up the sides, so it kind of creates a front porch for you, so you can enjoy your neighbors and the wilderness. So another great accessory for tarps that I personally love is the Hennessy Hammock snake skins. Really makes it convenient for a quick setup and tear down. Let me show you how they work. So I'm going to grab one end of the snake skin, grab the other side, and I'm actually just literally going to pull it across my tarp, just like that. I have another one on this end. I'm going to pull it over here on this side. Just get that extra material up in there. And boom, there's your tarp, all strung up in a snakeskin. This is really nice if you have your hammock under here and it's a beautiful night for stargazing. You can just leave it in the tube, and then if it starts to rain, all you have to do is pull it out really quick. And look, your tarp's already back out. Great. Now that we know how to set up a tarp, we're going to talk a little bit about insulation. So, why do you need insulation in a hammock? Can't I just use a sleeping bag? Well, same reason you can't just use a sleeping bag in a tent. You crush all that insulation underneath you, rendering it useless. So, in a hammock, you have 360 degrees of air going around you at all times, which can cause cold butt syndrome. Trust me, it's not fun. So if you go in there with just a standard sleeping bag, you need something else. You can either do a pad, any camping pad that you already have, but it likes to move around a little bit for you. So what I would suggest is an Undercoat. We'll look at that in just a second. Or a pad that's designed specifically for hammocks. Let's look at both of those. Don't let the size intimidate you. You want a pad this big in a hammock. Traditionally, with just a simple camp pad, it likes to slide out from underneath you while you're sleeping. The nice part about this is it has side flaps for your shoulders and for your lower part of your leg. This allows it to completely wrap you in the hammock and allow for a more comfortable night's sleep. No cold butt syndrome with this one. Let's put it in the hammock real quick. Now, as you can see within the hammock, the sides come up and they hit you right on the tops of your shoulders and down by your thighs. And I can tell you from having too many cold night sleeps in a hammock, having the extra sides like that really makes a difference. Awesome. So we just saw how you can use a pad for insulation in the hammock. Here's another option for you, something that I personally like to use a lot. This is called an Undercoat. Basically what it is, it's half of a sleeping bag that hangs on the bottom half of the hammock. The benefit of this is you keep all the insulation that you would be using or you would be crushing in a sleeping bag by having it suspend underneath. It will give you complete comfort, shoulder to shoulder, and even down to your feet. Some come in different lengths. This is a 3/4 length Undercoat. Some even are a little bit larger that would come out and completely cover the hammock for you. It's a very nice, lightweight option that gives you total comfort. So last thing I want to talk about today is just some extra little camp comforts that make hammock camping even better. The first thing I would suggest is a nice little inflatable pillow. This is from Sea to Summit. You can see how small this packs up. Nice and small, but it's a nice neck pillow. This is something really nice to just wrap around your neck while you're in the hammock and just kind of be able to fall back and forth with it. Another little item that's really fun and can make you the life of the party is the Echo speaker. This is a Bluetooth speaker that can hook right onto a ridgeline or to the top of a hammock or even on the side and in one of the pockets. But it's a very nice little, very loud Bluetooth speaker that likes to sell. One of my favorites is the Luci Light. This is an inflatable, waterproof, solar-powered lantern. This is really nice to throw on the back of a backpack and let it charge throughout the day. And then you can just hang it up at night at camp. It just kind of gives you a more homey feeling around your hammock. Make more of a home out of your camping experience. And then the last thing, which is another one of my favorites, this is the Twilights. It's a little string of LED lights that come in multiple colors that you could string across your tarp like we have right here, across your hammock, or just around your backpack if you're doing some night hiking. But very nice little options. These are just boosting your hammock camping experience even more.